Now that now that you've completed the requirements diagram, we're going to move on to the block definition diagram. The block definition diagram is essentially the formal composition of the system, and we can make it within the same file as your requirements diagram. So now what we're going to do is click up here on data, we're going to click on create diagram, and then we'll find SysML block definition diagram. Click on it, click create, and you'll see now the block definition diagram symbol is here, and we need to name it. So we'll just name this again as the APFT tool. And you'll see up here BDD stands for block definition diagram, and it'll be our APFT tool. So now what we need to do is we need to create our blocks. So our blocks are our structure of our system. So our highest level block will be our APFT calculator. And now we're going to create sub-elements beneath our APFT calculator. So we'll click on APFT calculator, and you'll see directed composition, generalization, allocate, etc. We're going to click on directed composition, basically saying that the next element is going to be our a part of our APFT calculator. So first thing, let's say we're going to create is going to be our user interface. So this is basically going to be the part of your tool that the user is going to interact with. It's going to enter information. The user will also receive information back from it. So this is going to be our user interface block. Next, we're going to click again. We're going to create another one. We'll say data tables. So we've all seen the APFT tables before. We need to make sure that they are involved and integrated into our calculator. So we'll make a sub-block of our APFT calculator, which are going to be known as our data tables. And let's make one more. We'll say our lists. Okay, and the lists are just going to be useful to show what are our age categories. What do we have? Do we have male or female, etc. So these are going to be our three sub-elements underneath our APFT calculator. We will leave our user interface alone, and now underneath our data tables, we're going to break them out even further. So in our data tables, we will have male tables, and our female tables. And now we'll break these out even into more detail. We'll have our male sit-up tables, male push-up tables, and our male run tables. Don't worry about cleaning this up again. We'll go back and we'll have Cameo Enterprise Architecture clean it up for us automatically. And now we'll just make a similar series of blocks underneath our female tables. Female sit-up tables, female push-up tables, and our female run tables. Okay, so we have each of the 6 tables that we're going to need to use in our tool, and then finally we'll make our 2 lists that we're going to need, which will be the sex table, which is male or female, and our age table, or excuse me, our age list, which are essentially what are the age categories for our APFT, 18 to 22, etc. And this is simply our block definition diagram. We will lay it out a little bit cleaner, and now you can see, well, first you can see how sometimes Cameo Enterprise architecture will lay it out in somewhat of a weird manner, but it works. It's clean. I'm probably going to drag it over a little bit. Just to keep it closer to the header. But now you can see we have our block definition diagram, which is basically our structure of our system. What are the elements involved? And you can see over here that it populates. We have our requirements, and we also have our block.